Hey budgeters, on this video I'm going to talk through the things that I have been wanting, not needing, but wanting, and my rationale for how I'm going to receive them, because they're not smaller purchases, they're more so on the larger purchase size. So it's going to take me actually a while to get there, because everything that I'm doing, I am doing it without debt. If you see me using debt, it is because that is my last option, and it's something that I need, not something that I want. So I am, again, going to talk through some things that I want and how I'm going to get there. All right, so I have a few things on my list because I have a financial wants, not needs list that I keep inside of my notes app, and I'm just going to read them, right? Things that I want include wall scones, some lights that I want to hang around the TV. I want a raised garden bed, right? And those two things aren't big purchases, so those are things that I'm probably going to get within the next couple of weeks. Aren't big purchases at all, so okay. Next, I want some steps on my back, which I'm going to show you. So I have a brand new townhouse. Guess steps weren't part of the deal, and so I'm going to show you where I need to put steps. I'm also thinking about a patio, a small patio, because I already have a deck right above. So I am going back and forth about whether I actually need a concrete patio or if it's just the steps that go from my door, my back sliding door, which I'm going to show you, out to my small yard. So we'll see. We will see. The second thing that I am in need of is a first floor bathroom. So the townhouse is 3 levels. We have 2.5 baths right now, where we have two full baths on the 3rd level, and then we have 1 half bath on the 2nd level, and then there's nothing on the entry level when you come in. And I'm going to show you why that is needed, why a bathroom is needed. And then I need to paint the home interior. Again, the house is brand new. Right now we're about a year in, but the paint that they used was just flat paint. And so I can't wipe anything down. I literally can't wipe the walls without there being some type of smudge or stain left behind. So I need to be able to get that more glossy paint so that I can actually wipe the walls when they become dirty. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm literally going around and repainting. I'm literally going around and repainting every single wall. About every few months, I just take the paint that they left behind, because they gave me a pint size little thing that I can use for touch up, they called it. But literally, I'm just going around every few months and painting the scrapes and where people put their dirty hands, and literally I can't even wipe off a paw print. And so that's why we need to get the home repainted. And the last thing that I have on the list is 1 month in Portugal. So the reason why I have 1 month in Portugal is because this is one thing that I had planned for when the kids graduate or when I retire, but I am not waiting anymore to do things that I can do today, right? My original goals was 6 months to a year in a wherever, whether it be Portugal, whether it be Belize, wherever it is, right? That was the original goal, but I don't have to wait. I could do that now. So we will see. When I say now, I mean, of course, after saving for it and within a year or so. So let's go on a little bit of tour, and I'm going to tell you exactly, or show you exactly, what I want done, and then we'll come back and talk about my plans for how. Okay, so this is the entry level. This is the garage door, and you come in. This is the den. So there's no other living space on this floor besides this area where it's a den. I actually had company. My mom stayed with me the past my mom and brother stayed with me, and this is where my brother slept with his kids. But either way, as you go in, you see that there's no bathroom. This is the bathroom space. So this is where, and I keep storage in here now, but this is where the bathroom is supposed to be. Now, when the builder built the home, they said that this was the 3-piece rough, where they left space basically for the plumbing, I guess, for the bathroom, for the what is it? For the tub. That's the tub. All right, and this is the sink and then the toilet. It's junk in here now, which will be obviously removed when I need to in order to get it done. But this is what's in here now, and this is supposed to be a bathroom. When they stayed, it kind of sucks because when you come and you stay down here, you have to go all the way up to the second level in order to go to the bathroom, and that's kind of sucks. But it'll be like that until we get it done, and the goal is to do that soon. So that's that needs to be done. That's number that was on my list. And the next thing that's on the list is steps. So now this same room then slash sleeping space. Sorry, security. Security. All right, so security. Got the security out the way. Now, this is... Actually, don't go out here. Barely. Wow. Okay, so I don't know if you felt that, but that was a huge step. So stepping from here all the way down into the yard is a lot. That's a lot. That's like what is that? Like at least 1.5 feet. So that, and then come down here. So that's a lot. So I definitely need steps right here. Now, the question becomes, do I want a patio that kind of comes out maybe 3 feet? 1, 2, 3 feet here. Do I want concrete here to be able to put a small table and chairs? So I don't know. We're going back and forth about what we actually want out here. So pondering that. Ugh. Okay. Right, so now I'm going to take my wants list. I'm going to put it in order of things of importance. What is going to go first, second, third, fourth, fifth, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm going to talk about exactly how I'm going to be able to pay for the things. So first and foremost, I am saving up for a large purchase currently. Currently, I am saving up for a car. And every month, of course, we're saving for a car, but also investing my money. So I have investments going out. I have a line item for car. And so that's really it for what I'm saving for. Car is really important to me because first and foremost, that is what I foresee myself having to get debt for, and I don't want to do it. So I've been saving for a car for quite some time now. I'm actually at 17K in terms of that line item. But we all know that cars have just been costing millions and millions of dollars. And I'm not willing to pay to get into debt for it. So by the time I need a car, whatever I have saved up is what I'm going to get for that particular amount. And the goal is to purchase a new car so that I will not have any problems, any issues with it. Now, I don't want to have to tap into my emergency fund, right? Because I have my car funds, I have my emergency fund. I don't want to have to tap into my emergency fund to make sure that my car is covered completely in cash when I go get it. So I really don't want to take any money from my car fund to be able to save for something else. So I have to finish saving for my car. Because the other things are wants, and the car is a necessity. The car is a necessity. Living where I live, I need a car. And so the goal is to first and foremost save up for the car. That is number one on the priority list before I even get to my wants, because that's the need. Now, in terms of the wants, let's see what my list is saying. So in terms of the wants, I want the steps first. So people come visit me once in a while, and my kids are in this space that I'm in right now, which is the den, not very often. I spend most of my time, a lot of my free time in this space, whether I'm editing a video or just whatever, chilling, watching YouTube, whatever. I do spend some time down here, but listen, I can go back upstairs to use the bathroom if I need to. And hopefully the next time somebody come visits, maybe there'll be a bathroom, maybe they won't. So what I'm saying is, people don't spend that much time down here, and I don't have that many visitors to have to get a bathroom right now down in this space. But I do intend to spend a lot of time outside, because my garden was very limited last year because I was trying to do it in pots up on the deck, and I'm not doing that this year. I'm going to go a little bit bigger in terms of my gardening. And in order for me to do that, I need some steps. So I need to be able to get some steps. I don't know if it's going to be a patio. I don't know if I'm going to carve out, do pavers for a walkway out further into the yard. But that is a priority for me. That's priority number one, because I intend to do a lot of gardening, and I'm trying to, that has to be priority number one. Now, I'm not going to be able to finish my car fund by the time I want this. And so I'm probably, even though I don't want to, going to end up taking some money that I'm saving monthly for my car out and dedicating it to the steps. Now, I'm not sure exactly how much it's going to cost. My husband keeps saying, me and you can do it. And I do believe that we can, but do I want to? No. Do I feel like it? No. Do I have the capacity to do Google University or YouTube University and go get the stuff and bring the stuff and mix the concrete? I don't know if I feel like that. And so I think I just want somebody to do it. So as long as it's maybe $1,500, I guess we can make it work, because then I will end up having to take money from my car fund to put to this. Clarity. I'm going to be talking about taking away from my car fund in order to fund the steps. When I say take away from the car fund, I do not mean by any means to take away from the money that I already have saved for that, which is $17K. So I'm not taking any money from that per se. I mean, when I go ahead and contribute more, so I have a monthly amount that I put toward my car fund, I'm going to take a third of that monthly amount and put it away. So for instance, car fund, let's say it's $600. Then I'm going to take a third of that, $200, and put it away for the steps. So that's what I mean when I say that I'm going to take away from my car fund in order to pay for the steps. I'm not taking away from the money that's already there or already in the fund. I'm taking away from the future payments that I take and put into that fund. So again, if it's 600, then I'll take a third of that, which is 200, and put towards the steps, and the other 4 will go towards the car. So that's just an example or clarification of what I really mean. Which is, I'm fine with that, and I'm not fine with that. I'm not fine with that because I don't want to take away from my car fund, but I am fine with it because I know that I have an emergency fund that I can dip into in case something happens with my car and I need to pad my car fund a little bit more. So it sucks, but like, that means that I won't even be able to get steps until I finish saving for a car. And if I don't finish saving for a car for another year and a half, that means I'll never have steps. So I'm willing to dip into the car fund in order to save for the steps. So I'll probably take a third of the car fund, start putting it to the side. Or what I could do is try to figure out another side hustle and do that side hustle for the next 2 months. And then, have that money for the steps. So either way, I will have the steps by May. Because I'm going to use the money from the car fund, some of it, a third of it, in order to fund the steps. Now, for everything else, it will wait. It will wait. So, what does that mean? That means the first 4 bathroom, which is of importance to me, but not so much because we already got 2.5 baths. If I have another visitor, they'll have to walk up steps. If I have my kids down here, they'll have to walk up steps. If I'm down here, I'm going to have to walk up steps. Either way, we got enough bathrooms. People can walk up the steps to go to the bathroom. But I still want that. I still want the bathroom. It'll increase the property value for the house. So once I finish saving for my car, then I will start saving exclusively for the bathroom. Again, my husband wants to do that too, which I'm fine with him doing it, but I don't feel like doing it. And he's trying to loop me in, and I don't really feel like that. So I'm okay with saving the money to have somebody do it. But again, it will have to wait. So after my car fund is done in about a year, it's going to take me another year to save enough. I don't know, maybe another 7,000 or 8,000 might take me a year. And God willing, nothing happens to my car before then. If not, I'm going to have to dip into my emergency fund. And if I have to dip into my emergency fund, then I'm stopping funding all of my wants, because then I'm going to have to continue to build that back up to where it is. And so it's just a bunch of like, if this happens then I have to do this, and if this happens then I have to do that. But all right, let's recap real quick. I want the steps by April, May. I will take from my car fund a third of the money in order to pad the savings for the steps, because I want the steps, because it's going to be priority for me to go up and down in order to make sure that I'm getting to my garden, because I'm doing that big time. All right, so there's that. After I finish saving for my car, probably a year at the least, that is when I'll start saving for the bathroom. I know it's going to be a long time. Listen, then I'll start saving for the bathroom, and hopefully that takes only 6 months for me to save. And then I'm able to get the bathroom done. I don't know how much is it going to cost. I don't know, 5,000, 6,000. I don't know. But after I save for the car, then I'll save for the bathroom. And then after that, I will get the whole house painted. So it's basically like I am saving for one thing after the other. So I'm going to continue saving for one thing, and then I'm going to get that, and then I'm going to start saving for the next, and then I'm going to get that, and then I'll start saving for the next thing, and then I'm going to get that. The reason why the paint home interior thing is less is because I can continue to buy small paints, because it did last me a year. I was repainting the walls for a year. It lasts, I mean, you're not repainting the whole wall, you're just painting that space. And so I'm fine with going around painting little spaces every once in a while until I get the whole house painted. So that's not of such high priority on my list. Yeah. And so again, these are my wants, and I'm just talking through exactly how I intend to get them. None of it is a priority, so I'm not going to treat them as such. My car, which is not a want, is a need, is a priority, and that's what I'm saving for right now. I am saving to just be able to go in, walk in, and put cash on the table and walk out. Either way, whatever my money can afford when I go get this car is what I'm going to get. So I know what I have an eye for. I have an eye for a $35,000 vehicle, but my funds probably won't be able to take me there. So I'm not going to end up getting that, because it's more important to me to have no debt, which is what I have except for my mortgage. It's very important for me to have that as my only debt. And I'm even trying to pay that down, but that's another story. So again, no debt. The priority is the car, and then the other things are the wants, and I'm going to save for them one after another until we get there. And it may take some time, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, because I'm not swiping a credit card or getting a loan for any of these things. So I'm glad that I can talk through that with you, and I hope that help you understand how you're going to save up for some big purchases. But leave some messages in the comments about what you're actually going to do in order to make those big purchases work for you. And I'll see you in the comments, and I'll respond as well.